Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Um, I have my list of things that I'm definitely going to talk about. And I just picked out something random, so let's get on with it, shall we? Um, okay, so on here I have how to cut cords, and I've been seeing a lot of videos on TikTok coming up this year about um, cord cutting, and you know, yeah, so let's get into the way I usually do it. Um, so the way I normally cord cut is very easy. It's very affordable and you can do it yourself. So let's get into it. Bam. Okay. So this is how I cut cords. I literally close my eyes and I imagine everyone who's ever done me wrong and I shoot them. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I should not have said that. Okay. So starting again. Okay. Yeah, when I cut cords, okay, wait, hold on. Third time's a charm. So, here we go. This is how I cut cords. There's two different methods that I use. One is basically, yeah, I close my eyes and I usually, well, actually, I want to do a story time. There's times where, there's people who can feel energy very like they're very sensitive to it. There's people who are a little bit more unaware of like, what's going on energetically, but everyone's aware on some level, right? So I don't really know what level I'm at. I don't really want to define that right now. um but there is, and there have been moments within these last like several, like 5+ years, I want to say like 8 years honestly, that I have been doing cord cuttings. And I noticed there's times where like I literally cannot sleep, right? It'll literally be like 3 in the morning and I'm wide awake, but I'm like wanting to sleep and I've been in bed since like, let's say 10 p.m. Like I went to sleep early, or like 8 p.m., right? And I just been in bed, can't sleep. And all of a sudden I'll get this idea to do a cord cutting, and I'll do it and immediately fall asleep. And this has happened every single time for the past 5+ years. If I can't sleep, I cut cords and I knock out. And I didn't notice this pattern for a few years, because it wasn't just something that happened often. I didn't really struggle with my sleep for the past couple years, and it just felt like random. Like, especially if I'm waiting till like 3 in the morning, if I've been in bed for like hours and I just can't sleep, and I just get the idea, like, oh, let me just cord cut, and then I knock out, and then I notice, wow, every time I do that, I like literally fall asleep. Like, that's so crazy. So when I cut cords, I imagine me and anyone who there is an attachment to in any sort of way, consciously or subconsciously. And, there's a cord on my end, and then there's a cord on their end. And then that's how we're connected, right? So when I imagine all these people, right? And maybe they thought of me, and then that made a cord, right? It wasn't just me, making all these connections. Sometimes people think of you too much, and then all these cords start happening, and you got to cut the cord, right? It can happen so easily, and it doesn't always have to be someone that's like super close to you. So there's all types of cords going on, like all types of wires going on that are just draining our energy, and we're like conscious of it on some level, but a lot of the times it goes on subconsciously. You know what I mean? We just feel tired, or, we can't sleep, or whatever. And you got to cut the cord. It's not always going to be that's the answer, but for me, it's one that, makes a huge difference, obviously. So, that's what makes it, quick, free, and you can do it yourself. You just close your eyes. You imagine all the people where there is going to be a cord connecting you and them. And then first, you're going to cut the cord on their end, right? So you cut the cord on their end with the intention of giving them all of their thoughts back to them, their power back to them, their energy back to them fully. All of them goes back to them. Their thoughts, their words, their feelings, their everything goes back to them. And then you cut the cord on your end. Okay? And then you're taking back. Now all your energy is yours, your thoughts, your words, your feelings, they're all yours now. Right? And you might have to do this a few times throughout your day, especially if you don't really know how to like protect your energy. And we're gonna get into that. And I'm gonna do personal sessions because I have been, a hypnotherapist, a practitioner, and I've worked with some of the greats. Okay, and you guys may not know who they are yet, but you guys will know who they are. Okay, but yeah. So I will do some paid sessions. One is I think one is going to be like an hour session, and then the other one is going to be like, and there's going to be fewer slots for this one because it's more dedication, but I'm thinking of doing like a mentorship, but I'll probably only work with like 5 people. For those that want like quick energetic work and like just want to get through all this other stuff and don't want to wait till the next X amount of Fridays for me to post, you know? So that's one of the ways that I like to cord cut. And then another way is Archangel Michael. So Archangel Michael represents the color blue, and everyone kind of, not everyone, but most people kind of have like an archangel that they resonate with the most. Like when they hear Archangel Gabriel, they're like, "Oh my God, Archangel Gabriel!" For me, it's Archangel Michael. That name and word and the numbers of Archangel Michael like follow me around everywhere, and I love that guy. So Archangel Michael also has a sword, right? So, the sword of truth. So what I like to use is, just asking Archangel Michael, like, hey, can you help me out and like, just cut off anything that's draining my energy that is outside of me, that is not for me. And, just help me cut these cords. If I'm unwilling to do it because I don't feel I'm ready, I would like to be. And, if you can see a way for me to, like, if you see that it's straining and it's not helping me, and a part of me is kind of resisting that, so I'm not able to really cut the cord because a part of me is resisting it, I'm asking for your help to help me really cut these cords once and for all and to never have those attachments again. It's okay to ask for help, and that can be free too, depending on how you do it. You don't always have to pay. And I like to have options, like like on my channel, some stuff is free, some stuff is not. Some stuff is under $50, some stuff is over 1,000. So far I only have one thing that's over $1,000, and that's the mentorship, but that's pretty much it. So yeah, this is a little short video on cord cutting. Get your energy back, give people their energy back, and we'll talk more about that in the next video. Let's keep it niche, baby.